What's up, everyone? This is going to be episode 3 for the channel of the Lincoln Cent Hunt and Fill series for these albums that I have right here. And we had to crack these boxes open because they are Loomis boxes. They don't have the holes in them. We do have a pretty good mix of circulated scents here to be hunting through in both boxes. And this box actually has, there's one. There's, oh, where's it at? I know there's one right there. That's a 51. And then we also have another ender somewhere's hiding in here. That might actually be it right there. Yep. But I believe that's going to be a 53S. And both of those I know we need for our albums right here. So I know we have at least 2 spot fillers, but we also need to find out what that one right there is. And it does have a little bit of luster to it. So it could be a 50s, but we'll see. In episode 2, we were able to make it up to 136 spots filled in the albums here. So we'll see how many more we can fill in this one and what our ending number ends up being. I mean, we're also able to upgrade the 44 Philly, the 46 Philly, the 52 Denver, and the 53 Denver in episode 2. So, let's see. Guess we'll start with box number 4, which is this one. And that was actually part of a 4-box pickup that I did yesterday. Box number 5 came from a pickup that I did a week ago. So this is all from a different pickup, and we'll see how well that one is with 3 enders. But I'm going to get right into it, and we'll start on box 4. And I'll be back when I have something to show you. Roll number 3 is going to give us our first find here, and it's going to be a foreign 1976 Canadian. Alright, 1 foreign for the board. Coming up to the end of roll number 5, and we got a wheat scent here, and it does look like it's kind of a, I'd say kind of an older reverse for sure. So we're going to flip it here and see what the date is. What in the world? Hang on. Oh wow, look at that. 1917. That's over 100 years old. That's crazy. First wheat scent find for this box. Wow. It's not really in all that bad a condition either for how old it is. Awesome. Definitely take that for a first wheatie find in this one. Good way to start the episode. Roll number 7 is going to give us farm number 2. This time we have a 1969 Canadian penny. And they're getting a little older. Roll number 12 is going to give us a 1955 Philadelphia wheat scent here. And if the camera wants to focus, there we go. Not in bad shape, just brown. Pretty cool. Alright guys, we're up to roll number 15. I've only pulled out one little pinch of the pennies here to go through. And I have one that I put under the scope here. And this is going to be, actually I'll show it to you this way first. It's a really cruddy 2000, and as you probably saw from being under the scope, it is a wide AM. In horrible shape, but a good variety. Alright, we'll see if there's anything else in this roll here then. If there is, I'll be back to share it with you. Alright, looks like we will have another find in roll number 15. And we're going to have a 1937 Philadelphia wheat penny here. Pretty cool. So 2000 wide AM and a 1937 wheatie in the same roll. Roll number 18 is going to give us a 1941 Philadelphia. And I did check it under the scope. And it's not any of the possible DDOs it could have. So it's kind of beat up there too. You can see it's might have been in a parking lot for a short time. Got scratched up pretty good somehow. But, alrighty. Very next roll, roll number 19. We got a 1951 Philadelphia. Not too bad. Average circulation, I'd say. Alright, another one for the 50s. That's going to give us 2 for the 50s now. Roll number 21 is going to give us 2 more finds. We have another Canadian, 1978. And then we also found 1956 Denver. Another wheat cent for the 50s to add to the board. So that'll give us 3 50s. And also 3 Canadians now. As well as a teens, a 30s, and a 40s. Roll number 22, we're going to have a 1958 Denver. That is the newest of the wheat pennies. Right before they switched over to the memorial reverse. Alright. Roll 25, we're now halfway through the box. And we got a 1957. This is going to be a Philadelphia. And another wheat cent there for the 50s. So that's 5 for the 50s. And that's going to give us 8 so far through 25 rolls. So we could be on track for 15 or so in this box. We'll just have to see what the other 25 rolls give us. Roll number 26. It's going to give us another 1958 Denver. There it is. Okay. Roll number 32, and we're going to have a 56 Philadelphia. Pretty average. Here's the back side, if it wants to focus. There we go. Alright, so another for the 50s. And then, in roll number 27, also got a 1942 King George VI Canadian cent here. So that's pretty cool. That's an old one. Alright. We got, looks like 23 rolls to go. Or no, 18 rolls, sorry. 18 rolls to go. Roll number 33 is now going to give us a 1949 Philadelphia. It's got some kind of corrosion on it. Might have been in the water for a while. But, alright, that'll be 2 for the 40s now in this box. Alright guys, this box seems to be picking up, but now that I said something, it'll probably cool down. Because this is the next roll now, roll number 34. And we have a 1941 Philadelphia. Not in bad shape, but I checked under the scope. It's not any of the DDOs that it could be. But then, this is a common one. But look at the condition of this 1944 I just found. There's still original mint luster on it. On both sides. It does have some kind of crud here on the reverse. But look at that thing. That's not bad for being almost 80 years old. I'll definitely take that. And that'll be a nice spot filler for the album, for sure. Roll 38. And now we're going to have a 1951 Denver. Pretty average circulation there. Got some crud on it. Pretty normal. But there's another one to add to the 50 stack. Roll number 44. And it's going to give us 2 1957 Denvers. This is the nicer looking of the 2. It's not too bad. And here's the other one. This one's got some crud on it and some corrosion. But, alright. 2 57Ds. 2 more for the 50s. Roll number 47. And we're going to have a pretty common 1945 Philadelphia. Okay, it's another one for the 40s. So we only have 3 rolls to go. Let's see what else we can get out of those 3 rolls. Alright, well, roll number 48, very next roll. And we got a 1946 Philadelphia now. So there's another one for the 40s. It's pretty trash on the reverse side there. But 2 rolls to go now. All right. And roll number 50 is going to give us a parting gift here. We have a 1956 Philadelphia that we can add to our 50s that we found in this box. So we didn't do too bad for box number 1 of this hunt. We got a total of 19 wheat cents, and that's going to be 1 from the teens, 1 from the 30s, 6 from the 40s, and then 11 from the 50s. We also did score 4 foreign Canadian cents here. We did get all 4 designs of the 2009 reverses. Let's see, we also got 2 S-Mint cents right here, a 2000 wide AM, and then a bunch of additions or upgrades that we have to check in our book when we're done with the hunt. And also, I have to turn it back on real quick, but we had a very good copper box, I'd say, for this one. And this box actually gave us a total of 3 pounds 6 ounces, and if you include the wheat cents and a couple other coppers that I put to the side because I like to save 65s for some reason, but that would probably give us about 3 pounds 7 ounces in total, roughly. So that's not a bad first box, and I will get box number 2, which has our 3 enders, up here to hunt, and we'll start on that one. Well, roll number 1 for box 2 of this hunt is going to start us off with a 1946 Philadelphia. Not in horrible shape. Just brown and has a little bit of, looks like corrosion there on the top, in God. Alright. Roll 1, 1 wheat. Roll number 4, and we're going to have a 1927 Philadelphia. It's kind of slick, which is to be expected, but all right, 4 rolls in and we got 2 wheats, and one of them's a 20s. And also in roll number 4, I found this 2021 here, which I thought I saw a slight oddity going through the W. So I threw it under my microscope, and I sure did. That's going to be a 2021 spike head right there. And it goes pretty far down. Like almost like down in this area here. So that's a pretty nice sized die crack. Definitely going to hold on to that. Alright, we'll keep on moving. Roll number 5 is going to give us a 1951 Philadelphia. And I did forget to mention in the last clip that this was an ender. So this is one of the 3 enders of the box. 51. Alright. Roll number 6. We're going to have a 56 Denver. And there we go. If it wants to focus. There it is. Alrighty. And then I also came across an oddity on a 96 Denver that I wanted to share with you. And I thought this was pretty neat. You can check this out here as soon as my finger gets out of the way. But there is a nice sized die crack only going through Lincoln's head and like the front portion of his face here, around his mouth, right behind his nose, behind his eye, up through the middle of his forehead, and then it stops at the top of his hair and doesn't go out into the field. And again, it stops, probably stops right around his beard area. But that's pretty neat. I think I'll hold on to that one. Roll number 9 of box 2 for this hunt. And we're going to have a 1944. That's not in bad shape. Brown. Looks actually better on the obverse side. Alright. And then we also have a 1983 Canadian cent. So that's the first foreign for box 2 of this hunt. Alrighty. Roll number 10 is going to give us one I know we need for the book. A 1953S. And I believe this was the ender for roll number 10. Alright, not in bad shape. Cool. Another book filler. Roll number 11 is going to give us an oldie with a mint mark. 1929 Denver. No, we definitely need that for the book. And it's not too bad. Almost 100 years old. Awesome. Roll number 13 for box 2. Going to give us a 1945 Philadelphia with a little bit of damage on the reverse. All right. Roll number 18 is going to give us a much better example here, and it's 2000. You can probably guess what it is. And there you can actually see it without even putting it under the scope. That's a 2000 White AM. In pretty good shape. A lot of mint luster left on here yet. All right. Pretty cool. Second one for the hunt. First for this box. Roll number 21. We're going to have a 1957, and that's going to be a Philadelphia. Pretty average. And then for roll number 22, we do have the reverse facing ender. So I'll be right back as soon as I get this roll opened up, and we'll see what the year is. Alright, so I got the roll opened up now, and this is what it looks like inside. Looks like we got a dirty one in there. A couple dirty ones, but this is the ender side right here. So there is the reverse. And we'll flip it, and as I drop it, haha. And we'll see what the year is. And it's 57 Denver. I think we already found 2 of those for this hunt, but it's got some nice luster on it yet. So that might be an upgrader for the book. All right, we'll see if there's anything else in this roll then. And if there is, I'll be right back again. All right, guys, well, I'm back, and this is definitely a loaded roll because there's actually 4 more that I spotted in this roll. So that's going to give this roll a total of 5 wheat cents in it. So I'll just start right here. And this is the next one I came up to. Did not see what the date is yet. So we can flip it and reveal it together. And that's going to be a 53 San Francisco. And then I noticed there was another one right behind it, which looks older. And that's going to be a 1928. Wow. And then we also have 2 more in the roll right here. We got this one, which is a, if it wants to focus, come on, don't do this. Well, I'll have to hold it all the way down here, I guess, but a 1944 Philly. And I thought I saw another one in here somewhere. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was just 4 in this roll, but that's still crazy. All right. Yeah, I think that was it for the roll. But, all right. 4 wheat cents for 1 roll. Not bad. I stand corrected. There is a 5th one in the roll, and it's going to be a 1955 Denver. Okay, so that's all of them. We did have 5 in that roll. Wow. Roll number 22. Next roll, roll number 23. And we're going to have another wheat, a 1954 Denver. It's got some scratches on the back. Other than that, it's not bad. Then, I also pulled a 1943 Canadian with King George VI there on the obverse side, I guess. So that's Canada number 2, foreign number 2, and it was an oldie. Roll number 25, and we're going to have yet another 1957 Denver. I believe that's going to make 4 for this box so far here. Roll number 30 for box number 2 of this hunt is going to give us our 3rd foreign, 1964. And that's going to be a young head Canadian. Alrighty. Foreign number 3. Roll number 32. And we got a slightly lower mintage here and pretty beat up. but a 1958 Philadelphia. It looks like it's been in a parking lot for a short time. I don't know. Alrighty. Roll number 34. And we got kind of a beat up 1946 Philadelphia. Alright, so that's another one for the 40s. I think that makes 5 40s now for the box. Alright, so roll number 39. Because we haven't had anything in 5 rolls since roll number 34. But we're going to get 3 out of number 39. And I'll start with this one here. And it's another 1946 Philadelphia. And our second one was a 1951 Denver. But then the find of this roll is going to be a 1925 San Francisco. It is pretty worn and slick. But that is definitely a harder one to find, especially in Pennsylvania. So happy to have that one. And that's going to be a nice addition to the book. Roll number 47. And we're going to have a 1944. And it's going to be a Denver this time. So actually we can put that under the scope and see if it is the D over S, which I do not see. So just a 44 Denver. But we got 3 rolls to go. And the copper jar is getting pretty full. Well, roll number 50 for box number 2 is going to give us some last roll luck here. And we got another oldie. It's kind of hard to read it, but it's a 1918 Philadelphia. Very slick. So we got a teens for the box. And then we also got another 1956 Philadelphia. There we go. All right. I'll get everything rounded up and counted. And we'll get our copper jar weighed when we come back in our wrap-up. Just a sec. All right, well, here's all our finds for box number 2 of this hunt. And it was pretty good. We had quite a few finds here, just like the first box for the hunt. And quite a few wheat cents. We ended up with a total of 24 in this box. So that's really good. And box number 1 had 19 in it. So that's going to give us a total of 43 wheat cents altogether. So we should definitely have some additions for the book for sure. And because we got all the way back to the teens here in both boxes, which is awesome. We got a few Blazer 2009s. And I always seem to find the presidency ones quite a bit that are in really, really nice shape or uncirculated condition almost. Still nice and red. Let's see. For this box, we did find 2 copper Canadian cents here. One of them being a 1943. And then I was going to say 2 40s Canadian cents for the hunt here, because we also found, what is that, a 1942 in box number 1. And we found a 2000 wide AM in each box. Second one is much nicer. Get down closer to that, and there you can see it without even putting it under the scope. So that's awesome. And then this one I will put under the scope because you need the scope to see it. But we got a spike head. Here we go. 2021 with a pretty nice die crack going down into Lincoln's head there and up through the W of we and all the way out to the edge. So that's pretty neat. And then we did find a couple more San Francisco minted Lincoln cents here. And then a bunch of possible upgrades or additions for the book. And then the one last thing for the wrap up here of this box is going to be our copper jar. And we ended up getting 3 pounds, 5.9 ounces in this one. And that's going to give us a total of, I believe, right about 6.5 pounds of copper out of both boxes. That is quite a bit. That's like the most I've ever gotten in quite a while. Yeah, average is only about 2, maybe 2.5 pounds a box of copper in this area. So that's awesome. And I am going to plug today's finds into the albums here, and I'll be right back to show you how they're looking. All right, well, we're back after getting everything plugged in that we found in this hunt, and our upgrades upgraded that we were able to upgrade. And I would say the books are starting to look pretty good after only 5 boxes. I mean, can't really ask for more than that. So, in this episode, we were able to fill 17 more spots, putting us up to 153 out of 285 spots filled. And I'll pan through here. All the little dots at the bottom on the left-hand side are all our new additions that we had for this hunt. So we had quite a few in the 20s there. We had one for the 30s. And then the dash on the top there are upgrades that we made. So that 44 right there was much better than the one we had. 51, that's a new addition. 53S, 54D, 58 Philly. We had a couple upgrades here in the 50s. That 1960 is really, really nice. And then we upgraded 72S. Found one that was much better. 75. That's in a new edition. Upgraded to 78. We're still going to look for a better one, though, to get rid of that big carbon spot right there. We upgraded to 81. A couple of the 82s, the 85. The 88. And looks like a couple 2009s we upgraded. We did fill one spot in the 2009 era right there. And the 2010 Denver. Filled that spot. Upgraded to 2014. And we filled the 2015 Denver spot. And then we also were able to get one 2023 out of box number 2 for this hunt. And it's not the extra V, unfortunately. So now, just for the modern book, all we need is that 23 Denver. But yeah, I'm really satisfied and happy with how this is going so far. And I hope this luck continues as we fill these albums out more. So if you guys are enjoying it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And be on the lookout for more episodes of the Penny Hunt and Fill series. Thanks for watching.